You have to understand that blockchain is changing everything that it touches. And the project that we're going to be talking about today has the potential to create a positive impact globally, using blockchain and DAOs to unify the interests of rural communities and investors. Kula is an RWA project that is a prime example of how this tech can be used for humanitarian good, alongside profits. This is Discover Crypto, where we are digging up always the best information in the space to learn and seize opportunities every single day. My name is Joshua Jake, and today we're going to be going into a detailed look at how Kula could make major gains while protecting rural, resource-rich communities. This is where you heard it here first. So remember to smash that like button and turn on those notifications so that way you don't miss out on any more news or updates. And shout out to today's sponsor, Kula DAO. Since BlackRock has announced their BIDL token process, which is going to be an on-chain RWA project for themselves, of course, and only their elite friends who have $5 million to even be able to participate. This is an emerging sector that trillions of dollars is going to flood into. And at the heart of all of this, Kula is dedicated to sustainable development through strategic investments in real-world assets. This is a narrative that is pushing the growth of many diverse projects. And Kula is going to be propelled by that driving force moving into the future of the token release. Looking ahead, Kula's vision encompasses a future where blockchain technology and real-world assets converge to create a more equitable and sustainable economy. By leveraging strategic partnerships, promoting community engagement, and prioritizing transparency and governance, Kula aims to lead the way in decentralized community-focused investments. Borrowing from traditional strategies, Kula is building a diverse portfolio of RWAs such as commodities, natural resources, and even real estate. Those assets and profits are shared through the regional DAO structures that empower the local communities, protecting and incentivizing them all at the same time. This infrastructure aligns the values of the investors with that of the community themselves, fostering economic development that is transparently recorded on-chain. Kula operates as a double DAO that is built at the regional level with a decentralized model, and the top level that is centralized to create accountability and ensure regulatory compliance. This centralized top DAO enables Kula to have the best of both worlds, especially for investors, giving them added protection and familiar structures within the additional decentralized benefits. When investors commit financially to Kula, the diversity of Kula's assets portfolio eases the risk that one asset might fail. A very successful strategy that has been utilized in TradFi for many years, and is why Kula, unlike BlackRock, is bringing that to the masses. You see, Kula modernizes this practice by tokenizing the assets, making everly trustless and secure with smart contracts, and of course, public ledgers. The first key project that showcases Kula's impactful initiatives is the partnership with Kula Mining Ltd, securing a 14% equity stake in a limestone concession located in Zambia's eastern province. Now, this project highlights a focus on assets that offer both financial returns and social benefits. The partnership with this mining firm and subsequent DAO governance rights resulted in equal wages for both men and women, setting a benchmark for ethical investing in that region. In conjunction with the limestone concession, Kula has facilitated a water concession providing 35 million liters of water to local communities. This initiative underscores Kula's holistic approach to sustainable development, addressing critical needs while fostering environmental stewardship and community welfare. In the realm of impact investing, Kula emerges as a trailblazer, spearheading projects that blend financial prosperity with positive societal change. And that is why we would like to give a special thanks again to Kula for sponsoring this video and using blockchain to improve the quality of life of people around the world. That is something that I love to see. It is the true value of crypto. It's the very reason why we are breaking away from these traditional financial sectors in the first place. And I know that I will be watching this ICO that drops later this year, because Kula's strategic collaborations don't just stop there. They have partnerships with precious gemstones like emeralds and gold concessions. The MOU with GTD Mining Ltd in Zimbabwe marks the expansion of Kula's portfolio, emphasizing community involvement in sustainable mining practices. Kula's agreements with Stanley Properties and GTD Mining Ltd for livestock and agricultural development underscore Kula's commitment to diversifying its asset base and enhancing the economic outlook in these regions. To keep it simple, this is allowing second and third world countries that have been indebted into economic hitman policies by first world countries such as the US and China over the last few decades into being able to access new assets for the first time in a much more decentralized way. which only equates to more economic growth for these regions. These memorandum of understandings are posted on OpenSea as NFTs for complete transparency, which seems like a great use of NFTs beyond just artistic value. I mean, after all, profile pictures are dead. Investing in Kula is not just about the financial returns. It's also about being part of empowering communities, fostering sustainable development, and creating lasting change. That actually matters, unlike things such as ESG, which really went nowhere, because 95% of the projects that were claiming to be ESG were scams. These are the kind of asset portfolios that have long been reserved only for the elite. And that's where Kula is stepping in. They are democratizing access to retail investors for the first time. By engaging with Kula's diverse portfolio of projects, anyone can contribute to a world where blockchain makes a tangible difference in people's lives. See, transparency, risk mitigation, and inclusive participation are not mere aspirations, but fundamental pillars of Kula's investment ethos. So here's how this works. Within Kula, each real-world asset project is housed within its own special purpose vehicle. This structure allows Kula to ensure that each project operates within its regulatory framework, and that its financial health is managed independently. In this way, risk is compartmentalized and financial and legal responsibilities are not broadly intermingled between assets, which means the setup not only enhances project oversight and risk management, but also safeguards the broader Kula ecosystem and investors from potential cross-liabilities. Now, personally, I definitely like where they are going with this, and so do many others. They were invited to the forum interviews at Davos, highlighting their work before the World Economic Forum. Kula even received pre-approval from VARA in Dubai. So they have become the first and the only regulated DAO that tokenizes natural resources and commodities in the entire world. In addition to this, Kula has received the certificate of formation for Kula DAO FZCO from Dubai Silicon Oasis. These are massive licenses, which is why I'm very excited for their launch. Because as it stands right now, you have RWAs with over billions of dollars flooding into them, but they are only accessible to the elite. BUIDL is nothing other than a way for elitists to take advantage of what is already a very centralized industry, Wall Street. And companies like Kula are the only way retail is ever going to get access to the same financial instruments and opportunity as traditional Wall Street investors. Now, on that note, it's easy to see them succeeding at making a difference in this booming RWA tokenization frenzy, because it's not going to slow down. And certainly could be some gains to be had with Kula. So don't miss out on their token launch. Follow them on social media and spread the word. It's time to take on Wall Street and let retailers have the opportunities that they never could before.